I ask for the truth on behalf of Monica Garcia concerning relationship issues. Just been going through a bit of a bad patch here, Monica has at the moment, and for the past period, as you would say, and it's I don't know what this is all about, but we ask for guidance and insight in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And just grab the cards for you there, Monica, and we'll just place the deck to the side here. I'll deal out 3 cards. The first card we deal is in the position of your recent past. This is a period of time between now and this time last month, or roughly thereabouts. The next card we deal is in the position of the present, and then of course the future, the immediate future, we just place here, and that's a period of time between now and roughly this time next month. Roughly the period of time it takes the moon to get to this point where it is now next month. And where was it though? Where it was this time last month, where it is now, this time last month, as you could say. You could say a moon either side. Let's see what was going on in the past 3 or 4 weeks or so, or over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. What's been happening? Yes, you've mentioned about the sort of how it's been. Seems to be a bit of a long-term thing. What's brought you to this point where you've decided to ask about this, and maybe you haven't, maybe you've grinned and bared it, I don't know, but here, notice here we've got the energy of the chalice. The chalice really talks about fulfillment and rejuvenation. I got a sort of sense as though you've been trying to probably try again, as you would say. And you've had a sense of fulfillment from that, in the sense you've got something from that, something out of it. And you feel there's been some results, or you've had some results, but it didn't last very long. Well, I'm thinking now I'm going to pull out the next card straight away, just to see what surrounds that chalice energy there. Remember, the chalice is the womb of the goddess. Notice here the energy of the spider. Spider, of course, is representative of creativity, but other than creativity, it represents not naturally patience, because patience is a virtue when we're spinning our web, but of course, nevertheless, attention to detail, being meticulous. I suppose you could say crossing the T's and dotting the I's. And that's what you're trying to do at the moment, so it would appear, or patience is needed, patience is a virtue, and that is needed at the moment as you pay attention to the detail of what happens, or in the sense of what happened after this trying again. Although the chalice doesn't represent perseverance, I'm sort of like getting here that maybe the perseverance was just before it. Maybe 2 or 3 months ago, maybe even 2 months, just 2 months down the line, but just a bit further than the moon phase. So that trying, that is the result of whatever you were doing, which is, I would assume, persevering or trying again, or just trying to find another way. And you either succeeded, but I sort of feel as though you succeeded temporarily, but nevertheless, as you're paying attention to the detail, I got a sort of sense as though you're sort of theorising, calculating, trying to work out what, maybe more of an out of analysis than anything else, really. Although the spirit is sort of advising you to be more paying attention to detail, as you would say. Nevertheless, I feel this is more of an analysis, in the sense of you're spinning a web and you want to catch them. Why should you do the hard work when when they can come to you if you just spin a trap, lay a trap for them. I'm sort of thinking as they are laying a trap for him, well, I've tried my best, we've got somewhere, and I'm going to lay a trap for you just to see, to make sure that you're really faithful, or to make sure that you're really genuine. Why am I sort of getting this as though out of disbelief you're doing this? I don't know why I'm getting that. Maybe it's because of the, maybe there's the essence of the question and so on, but that's what we go on. We have to have something to go on so we can seek guidance for it, so we know what it is. Perseverance, rewards from perseverance come very, very soon now. Now that I would expect should have been the energy of the sun. I thought that would have been somewhere like there, sort of just over here instead, but it isn't. It's to come, so maybe this is a second chance. I thought, I was actually thinking of that energy just there, actually, the energy of the sun there. I was thinking of that, maybe that should have been there and isn't, but it is there now. It's there again. Then we could say it's there again, because I thought it was going to be, I thought it was, it's that the invisible card that was never drawn, but is now. In the sense of between now and this time next month, yes, your perseverance will be rewarded. Notice here the Egyptian sun god Ra there, bringing maybe a new beginning, a new opportunities, but then perseverance, try again, and if at first you do not succeed, try again, and then that perseverance will be rewarded as you pay attention to detail right now, laying your trap, and then that perseverance of laying that trap, waiting, maybe the patience waiting in the trap for your bait will come to pass. Will it bring fulfillment or yet more disappointment that you are expecting from it? I don't know. This is an ongoing, I sort of feel as though this is a work in progress. I think that's the phrase I'm looking for. It's more of a work in progress that you're partaking in here, and I don't really feel as though, not so much I can't help you or whatever, but it's been a work in progress. We don't know what's going to happen. I suppose we could pull a card just to see what's sort of overshadowing all of it. Not overshadowing, but certainly a dominating factor. Yes, is that what I think it is? It is. It's the wolf, indicating that trust is like virginity. Once you lose it, you're fucked. In the sense that, I suppose, really beware who you trust, in the sense of you're laying your trust, you've had some fulfillment, now you're laying a trap, analysing things, laying the trap, and then your perseverance will be rewarded, and you will realise that no, maybe you can't trust him after all to be a changed person or whatever it is he's promised to be. But then again, beware who you trust. You beware who you trusted when you tried to fulfil things. When, in the sense, when you try to rejuvenate things, bring things around, heal things, maybe. You now have to beware who you trust because of the attention, the detail that you pay attention to, the I's that you dot and the T's that you cross. Paying attention to the detail of the web that you may be spinning to try and catch them out again. But if you're aiming to catch them out, then you will probably get the result that you want, which is them caught out, and then you'll never be satisfied. But it depends if you're after that or healing. But either way, there's going to be a new beginning in the sense of the sun god Ra there, just indicating that your perseverance will be rewarded. But what reward will that be? Just the reward that you realise that no, you can't trust. Beware who you trust either way, but you know that they just can't be trusted, and you will be rewarded with, I sort of sense as though you'll be rewarded with what you expect the reward is going to be, because you somehow know it's going to be, because you're hell-bent on I suppose really, what's the phrase? I don't know about death wish, what do we call it? You're sort of wishing it upon yourself. I don't know what the phrase is, I forgot, it'll come to me when I'm not thinking about it. But until then, whilst you're thinking about it, I'm sure you know, you don't need to think, do you? You know. You know the truth, that the shadow has been cast over. For now, these cards have spoken.